Hey there, y'all. Gabriel Gregson here with Western Illinois U.S. and more. We have got severe thunderstorms ongoing across sections of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles, and it is really ramping up. We also have some leftovers over Kansas. We earlier had a big storm over there that produced hail over 3 inches in diameter at certain points in its lifetime for over 3 hours, and hail of 2 inches or more for like 4.5 hours. We've also had stuff in Colorado, New Mexico, like I mentioned, Texas and Oklahoma. They're just starting out. I got a guest backstage. It is Carolina Elevators EAS. He's going to help me track all this crud for a couple hours here. Wichita Falls just got directly smoked by one of these things, and that can be confirmed by an observation from the Dallas-Fort Worth weather radio station where they did their weather, temperature, and wind observations. Wichita Falls, a thunderstorm, 69 degrees, wind northwest at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 57.
I'm currently looking at that storm, by the way, over Wichita Falls. If I actually pull back the radar, I'm going to share my screen.
I say you can share the radar in if you want, and the just whatever you're tracking. You can share it on in.
Let me do the window.
We often do that.
I have set to Wichita Falls. I just started my presentation. So
there it is.
Looking right now, the storm's already passed the majority of the area.
Yeah. Well, we still have a bunch
to the
of
south. But if I really go back on the radar, you can definitely see, like downtown and all the surrounding suburbs definitely took a direct hit with this thing.
Yeesh.
I expect to see some reports come in. I haven't opened up my IM bot yet. Should probably do that.
So you should probably open that up and look at the yall plots and see what's come in from all these. Because these storms have really packed a punch across multiple states tonight, mainly the desert southwest and the high plains.
Let me see. Panhandle right now, things are firing up because we got a severe thunderstorm warning already over there.
So we have multiples actually over there, and
Amarillo.
Amarillo, and then the watch extends actually as far away now. The one they issued 451 extends as far away as at least Canadian County and Logan County, Oklahoma. So we're gonna have to watch over there.
Jackson, Mississippi got hit pretty darn hard.
Yeah, they did. They got a pretty nasty.
A little cell over Jackson right now.
So they're still getting hit nastily. There's a lot of areas that are starting to get hit, and there's a possibility. There's a possibility of storms today in Missouri. There's another possibility across the South, Tennessee, eastern Arkansas. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting today to see
There's already some little storms over Arkansas. There's this tiny little system near let's see, where is this? Near Batesville, east of Batesville.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there's already a little.
That's what's gonna fire into massive chaos later today. And actually, good news for that. We just got on a broadcast device site. We just got a stream for the new weather radio transmitter out of Jackson, Tennessee, which I swear it serves a lot of counties. I think I counted like 13 counties in West Tennessee, including sections of the Memphis Metro, the Dyersburg Metro, Paducah Metro. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, they do. They really, they're in the middle of everything.
I'm just glad that we got a stream for that station, because now whenever Memphis starts firing things out, we can turn on that and just get ready, because that will happen later this morning. I guarantee it.
So apparently earlier, I wanted to mention that the rain is really, really, really heavy right now over the southeast portions of Colorado and the rural areas right now.
Yes, that's where they had a
Usually,
bunch of
whenever
severe
there's heavy
weather.
rain, whenever there's heavy
They,
rain, the radar shows red, but it's actually
hmm
so bad that there's a little area near Springfield, Colorado, where it's showing white, bright white.
Yeah, actually, that area is under a severe thunderstorm warning. There's an SVR over there,
Yeah, they're getting
right
like
over there,
extreme rain right now.
and they're being hit with high precipitation squall lines. And that's actually part of what moved into Kansas earlier, like I told you in the Discord chat. That was insanity. I was sitting there with my mom tracking that storm on my phone, and every time the new warnings come out, this destructive storm will contain baseball-sized hail, and I'm like, oh my God, are they ever going to stop?
That's crazy. I'm gonna look at my area for a sec. So I guess there's this really big storm right now out in the waters right now, and the outer bands of that system are in some inland areas of North Carolina. Currently, I'm in the light. It's lightly raining outside. There was a little
Okay.
thunder earlier, nothing too crazy, but there is still some storms right now. Light,
Yeah, I'm
just
looking.
tiny, just light storms. Anything
Holy
crazy. There's not even a
cow,
special
that's a
alert.
long warning. I'm looking
Why?
at a warning. There was one earlier issued in the Amarillo area, starting at 12:45 p.m. And that thing, listen to this. That thing, and that was in Central Time, by the way. That goes until 2:15 a.m. Central.
Oh, I
That's
actually
like
see it.
that's like a fucking hour and a half. Like, whoa,
Let's see.
that is a massive cell over there. I don't know what the hell
Armstrong,
that's.
Randall, Carson, and Potter counties. 12:46 a.m. It is issued. Okay, at 12:46 it was issued until 2:15. Okay, yeah, that is crazy.
That is massive. And for
they're only moving at 15 miles. They're only moving at 15 miles an hour.
Yeah, but still, that has to be a massive cell for that to happen. Because usually, if St. Louis were to issue something like that at 15 miles an hour, it'd be at max 50 minutes. But
no doubt. That's still crazy. Here come the reports already. They're already coming in. We got here 3 miles southeast of the town of Pantex in Carson County, Texas. Mesonet reports thunderstorm wind gusts of 62 miles an hour. That was at 12:37. Potential wake low gusts in excess of 58 miles an hour.
Yeesh.
Mobile just issued a marine warning, apparently.
Yikes. That does not surprise me. There are strong thunderstorms down in Mississippi, southeastern Mississippi. And then
most of it's in the central portions right now. If I look at the radar, there's still a cell going on somewhere north of like 30 miles north of Jackson, I'm estimating.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the special marine warnings for like the far off waters from 20 to 60 nautical miles.
Yeah, this thing is like way over the Gulf, right there, and it's
waters from Pensacola, Florida to Pascagoula, Mississippi, out 20
Mississippi. Yeesh.
miles.
Yeesh. Yeah, that's a gotta be getting some energy out from the Gulf.
The 3 a.m. marine warnings are coming in. The ones that we all dreamed about. Yeah, they're still crazy. The little town of Springfield, Colorado's taking a direct hit. Another Springfield.
Yeah. I know.
Apparently Springfield's actually pretty big down there. Probably just a really out of nowhere town.
Yeah, I will say that I'm definitely watching these thunderstorms across mainly the plains and then south. I'm just saying, because these storms, they're going to pop some pop-ups into southwest Missouri later this afternoon, especially considering temperatures down there are going to be like 95 degrees with dew points in the 70s. It's going to be prime, juicy air for thunderstorm development down there. That's what we had yesterday. It rumbled forever over here. And it wasn't severe, but it was just this downpour. We got about 2.5 inches of rain in a half hour.
Jeez.
So yeah, it just poured on top of us for 30 minutes or so.
Looking at Lamar, Colorado, because I know someone in Florida that got an e-skip all the way to Lamar, Colorado from Florida.
Damn.
Which is starting to be for being out in the middle of nowhere. I want to get another one of those old classic country stations like I did the one near Emporia, Kansas. Like some show about I-35 South or whatever show.
Yeesh.
That was interesting.
Yeah.
That was a cool station. Probably never
I
going to
love
get it again.
I love the older classic country stations.
We don't got them much anymore, I'll tell you that.
New country sucks.
I know, that's like every station out there. Almost every country station is playing this new stuff. If you want to get the real old classic West country, you got to go out to the deserts of Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can go out to the hills of Kansas and you might just find something that's related. I'm going to open up my IEM bot for now until I get anything else that's alarming.
There's one you might get also for e-skip. There's one near Marion, Illinois that I literally just got for the first time. What was it? Like last week? They're low power, but all of a sudden I hear I'm on like 97.7. It says 97.7 U.S. country. I'm like, what the hell? And I look it up because the next thing I know they're playing
KHDL.
They're playing
Emporia. It's my country.
Because next thing I know they're playing Johnny Cash. I'm like, what the hell are they doing? Well, lo and behold, there it is. 6,000 watts of classic country in Carbondale. I'm like, wow.
One time I got on my e-skip, an actual e-skip of mine, when I got that KQOB with Artie as like my best e-skip catch for being like 1,100 miles. It was so clear, and it was like 100,000 watts of freedom because it was in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get you.
That was interesting.
Yeah, I swear, I get some. There's some interesting ones that come in every now and then.
That's been a lot of skip though, for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait. It'll come.
I say it's gonna come soon enough.
Usually you gotta wait for that, and then it'll come.
Same with the tropos. Yeah, I'm waiting for these thunderstorms to really fire up. They're getting there.
Yeah, they haven't gone crazy yet, but looking at the Storm Prediction Center, that's going to show otherwise.
I swear, SPC always inflates things.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's showing.
Yesterday they had us in a slight risk and upgraded to an enhanced at noon, and nothing happened. Nothing
I got a ton of alerts today. I got a lot of alerts. I actually missed a flash flood warning. Not because I missed it, like I wasn't there to catch it, but because I thought I was recording, and apparently my phone decided to stop recording on me.
Oh,
so there, and the thing that sucks is that was a flash flood warning, and I didn't get it just on the weather radio. I got it on like 6 different FM stations. That was like 7 alerts or something I just missed right there, which was an absolute pain in the butt when I noticed that I wasn't able to upload that. That really sucked.
Yeah, I hate when my phone does that.
Like, I absolutely just was so mad after that for a while. Like that, it's annoying. It definitely hurt, but I still have to make another compilation, and this is only a marginal risk.
Yeah, I noticed there was a lot coming out of the Carolinas today. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, lots of SVRs and definitely flash flooding are occurring.
I was going to say, flash flooding was a mess. There were flash flood warnings as far away from you as like Cleveland, Signal Mountain, Tennessee. I was shocked. I was like, whoa, okay, yeesh.
There's a ton of flooding out in some of the rural country areas of North Carolina. Out in the good old, like, Duplin County, Cumberland County, Harnett County.
I think the first warning I actually saw from Carolina today was there was one that popped up near Cherokee County, and I was like, oh, that was unexpected.
I wonder if you saw the flash flood warning for Pender, which was the main one I got on my weather radios.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a flash flood warning for Pender.
That one did come in. I did see that one pop earlier, and I was like, geez.
But there were definitely a lot of warnings Raleigh was issuing a ton, so that was definitely going on.
Oh, yeah. Raleigh
Wilmington's
was...
main focus today was special weather statements. It was like just special weather statement after special weather statement.
Yeah. I still tape those because St. Louis doesn't issue them anymore.
I was actually under one of the special weather statements, I think.
Yeesh.
Yeah, there were quite a bit going on there.
There were a bunch of them in eastern Illinois, too, I swear. Like, that's all it was this afternoon in central Illinois. It was just special. I think I counted like 10 of them from Lincoln and another 5 or 6 from Chicago. And then they finally issued 4 SVRs. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And of course, it had to be right over the Chicago metro, which was even worse because they couldn't catch a break. They had just gotten record rainfall on the 3rd of July, about 7 inches of rain, and according to local spotters, some places saw at least 9.
Now I think it's a good time to look here. What? Sorry.
And tonight they got another 4.65 inches at O'Hare.
Jeez. Is O'Hare gonna flood or something?
Well, the city flooded, I can tell you that much. They were under a flash flood emergency earlier this evening.
What's going to happen when the airport's under flash flood warning? Where's everyone going to go?
Good question.
If it rains all over the runways, is the plane going to take off and just when they look over the city, it's going to be water?
I have no idea. Good question, though, because now they've received over a foot of rain this July in the first 5 days. I was like, oh my God.
You really should have seen the flash flooding we had a few weeks, like a month ago, probably now.
Yeah.
It was that flash flood warning. It should have been a flash flood emergency. It really should have. I'm surprised it wasn't a flash flood emergency because the fact that the wording of that flash flood warning, like it was an update, but it still shouldn't have been an emergency.
Yeah.
The wording was like there were 20 roads closed around Leland, 4 homes with water intrusion, 3 businesses with water intrusion, and there were 3 inches of rain at a portion of the North Brunswick County High School, and over 5 to 10 inches of rain had fallen. There were also unconfirmed amounts of over a foot.
Yeah, that should have been an emergency, Wilmington.
Well, I know them. They wouldn't do that. If they can't do something as simple as tone a TORC at the right time and tone special marine warnings and all the other garbage they probably do, and like fix their weather radio station whenever it has a buzz, which took them forever to do, by the way. I can honestly see them doing that.
Oh, sounds like Paducah with Evansville. Sounds like Paducah, because I swear, Paducah, they used to tone severe weather statements. They were one of the only offices I've ever seen that did that. And they stopped doing that. They stopped even when it was tornado confirmed. They stopped toning certain other new warnings. And I'm like, God damn, Paducah, what are you doing? And they only have issued one instance where they've issued a tornado emergency, and that was in 2021 on December 10th, and they issued like 17 of them that night. It was ridiculous. But they haven't done so since, and there's been multiple long and large tornadoes. As a matter of fact, the one that should have been a tornado emergency was not even a tornado confirmed update. And that was one, there was one earlier this year, I believe it was actually about 2 months ago now, down in Bollinger County, Missouri, near Cape Girardeau. That basically it was an EF3 that just destroyed the town of Grassy. It's gone. There's nothing left of it. Matter of fact, killed like 6 people. I was just like, oh my God, Paducah, what did you not do?
Was it overlooked?
Well, I'm just going to say it this way. They didn't issue a warning. And the reason I say that those 6 deaths could have been prevented is because it was an overnight tornado and they had no warning. None.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, tornadoes
It
do
was
strike
like
without warning.
It was like at 4:15 in the morning. Well, here's where they drew some criticism. The tornado was on the ground for like 30 minutes before it hit Grassy. And it had been warned by Memphis already. But Paducah, even though they saw it, was like, nope.
It's just, man, they need to be better.
That's
I
just
mean,
ridiculous.
I don't know if something's out of their
St.
control
Louis
or
was
what.
St. Louis was not happy with it. I'll tell you that one. Oh, we got a continuation here. That storm down near the tiny town of Campo, Colorado.
Oh, by the way, is something weird with your mic? Because every few seconds I keep hearing a weird like sound. For some reason, it sounds like a frog. Whenever I hear it, it like glitches a bit.
I don't know. Weird. Is it still there?
Maybe you can hear it if you go on your stream, possibly. Your YouTube channel. Because every few seconds I keep hearing like a really strange sound. It's like, sounds like a chirping frog or something. And then whenever it happens and you're talking, it like glitches a little bit. I'm not sure.
I wonder if, hang on. I might have figured it out.
Yeah, it's doing it.
There we go.
Did it for a sec.
I turned my volume in my headset down a little bit because I'm thinking it's picking it up. These microphones are super sensitive.
Yeah, because I still kind of hear it.
God damn, AirPods, what are you doing? Anyway, but yeah, there's a storm down near Campo, Colorado that's still severe. That goes until 1:45.
You on your computer?
12:45. No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, so maybe your headphones is the problem or something. No, I don't know. Yeah, I was gonna look at the SPC because I wanted to take another look at what's.
As long as you can still understand what I'm saying, that's the main.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Day 1 currently, which is right now. This was issued at 7:50 p.m. though. Is the slight risk for
They should come out with a new outlook for today, later today, any time now. It's 1:19 a.m. Central.
Well, I think they just came out with a new one for day 1 just now. Oh yeah, there it is.
They should have just come out.
The day 1. Day 2 just became day 1. Let's take a look. There's still an enhanced risk for eastern Colorado, so there might be something else there, I guess, for Denver and Pueblo. Still indefinitely in western Kansas, including like Dodge City.
Yikes.
And liberal areas, and into like northern Oklahoma, including Woodward.
Yikes.
Also, past that, the slight risk, which would be outside of that, goes up into the Cheyenne area, Rapid City, and down into the panhandle of Texas, including Amarillo's counties.
Yikes.
And there still might be some smaller activity outside of that. I mean, I guess Wichita is slight, but marginal for Lincoln and like, let's see what else, like Shreveport and Jackson, Mississippi again, Little Rock, Arkansas, OKC and Tulsa, Wichita Falls, Amarillo, and even all the way up into Billings, Montana.
Damn. Yikes. Oh, jeez. Oh, shit. Dude. We just had a new warning issued in Panhandle, Oklahoma. With 70 mile-an-hour winds. That goes till 2:45 a.m. What the hell?
That's crazy. Let me look at this. Oh, for Texas, Martin County.
I think it's in Amarillo.
Let's see that. And that includes the cities of Guyman and Boise City.
Yep.
which are the biggest cities in the Panhandle.
Yep. Damn, that's insanity. And that storm's really firing up.
Yeah, Panhandle right now. Let's see, Western Texas County and Cimarron County. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and quarter-sized hail.
Yeesh.
That hurts, I bet. Anyways, I was looking at our prediction center about this risk. I'm gonna check the tornado risk. The 5% tornado has been upgraded to a 10% tornado this is only for a little tiny portion of southeast Colorado, to the point where there isn't even a major population center. The population there is only 38,000. But yeah, and for that tiny little area of southeast Colorado, there is a 10% tornado with a 5% tornado for the Denver metro area and the Pueblo area as well, and Colorado Springs.
Oh my God, damn.
Down into the Panhandle, Oklahoma, I think, as well. We also have a 2% tornado. I mean, tornadoes aren't really the main threat, but there is still a 2% tornado for the Panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma, western Kansas, and up into the Panhandle of Nebraska and Rapid City, Cheyenne areas, and all that. But wind and hail is where we're really looking. So we'll look at the wind. We have, for our biggest threat, 30% hatched for southeast Colorado, western Kansas, and into far northwest Oklahoma, the Panhandle areas, including, like Pueblo. Well, the significant area in the main 30% includes mainly the Garden City, Dodge City, Liberal, and Lamar areas. So
Yeesh.
The greater Garden City, Dodge City, Liberal, Kansas area, and Lamar, Colorado, and are in a 30% SIG for wind, along with other 15% outside of that. And then, hail is a 30% hatched, mainly in Colorado. This is the hatched areas. Well, there's actually the 30% in western Kansas doesn't even have a hatch. The hatch is for 30% in southeast Colorado and 15% hatched outside of that for the Panhandle of Oklahoma into northwest Panhandle of Texas and northern Colorado into eastern Wyoming and southwest South Dakota Panhandle of Nebraska under a hatched hail risk, but mainly the 30% for the Pueblo and Denver areas. So they're going to be getting some big hail. And southeast Colorado. And Lamar, too. That seems to be our main look. Might as well look at the new day 2, because day 2 is getting interesting. I think now's a good time to look at day 2. So on day 2, slight risk currently, still for the Denver and Pueblo areas, and the greater Garden City, Dodge City, Liberal area of Kansas, and also Wichita, Kansas. The slight risk goes as far east as Springfield and Kansas City, Missouri, and as far south as OKC and Norman, Tulsa, and Woodward, and into the Panhandle of Texas, with lots of marginal risks across from all the way up into northern Minnesota, down into all the plains, into Wyoming, into all the plain states, out as far east as Chicago, so it does include all of Missouri and Illinois, so Wisconsin, and all those areas, and down into Arkansas as far southeast, and as far southwest as the eastern New Mexico. That's a big area.
Damn.
Tornado 2% for Springfield, Wichita, Liberal, Tulsa, OKC, Pueblo, and Denver tomorrow. And for wind, 15%, hail 15%. But that's day 2 right now, so that might shrink, that might get bigger, probably going to get bigger in the center. I don't know about the portions like in Illinois and Missouri right now. That's going to need some time because that's not really the main focus. But day 3 is looking very similar with a slight risk in basically the exact same area. It's literally almost the exact same, except the marginal risk is just a bit smaller, only including St. Louis.
Yeeks.
to the east and to
I
the west.
just pulled up the Amarillo, Texas radio stream here.
Radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms.
I have no idea
Minor
why
flooding
the
is
pitch sounds
ongoing.
like that.
What?
Why does the pitch sound so high?
Does my pitch sound high on my mic?
No, it's just the weather radio did though.
The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area.
Yeah,
Therefore,
it's high
the warning
pitched.
has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm
My voice isn't, though?
in effect until 5 a.m.
Your voice, I think, might be a little bit. I can't really tell if voice is very good, but I think it might be.
Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 2:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time for northern Armstrong and northern Randall counties. At 1:25 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles west of Washburn, or 10 miles east of Amarillo, moving south at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact,
Yeah, it
minor
sounds
damage to
strange.
roofs, siding, and trees is
I'm not really
possible.
sure why.
Locations impacted include Amarillo, Canyon, Claude,
Huh.
Tanglewood,
I think I'm going to try and refresh here.
Washburn, Palo
Hold
Duro
on.
Canyon, Night and Timber Creek Canyon.
Because
For
this
your
is
protection
weird.
movement,
Time to go on my I don't know. I guess your mic might have a slight issue. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that.
repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains
Am I better now?
until 2:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Texas: Armstrong
Yeah, it's
and
better
Randall.
now.
What? Flooding caused
Okay.
by excessive
Not really where it
rainfall
pitched anymore,
continues.
and I think it's not okay.
Where? A portion of the panhandle of Texas, including the following
California.
counties: Deaf Smith and
Yeah, whenever I got that KSYN, I
When?
was going,
Until
you
2:45
did your home today in
Daylight
Joplin
Time.
and Butler, Missouri, and Brownson and Independence,
Flooding in the inland
Kansas.
and forward drainage areas.
Damn.
Water over roadways. Additional
I am
details.
92.
At 1:12 a.m.
That's about
Daylight
90
time.
miles. I don't know why. That's
It
probably
is
one of my
heavy
favorite
rain
passages
due to
from that day, just
thunderstorms.
because it's an EIS scenario.
Minor flooding is ongoing or
Um,
expected to begin shortly.
Obviously, every station's going to sound weird in an EIS scenario.
1 and 2 inches of rain
Yeah.
have fallen.
Can't do much about that.
Some locations
You'll get
that will
copyrighted.
experience flooding include
Plus,
Hereford, Canyon,
yeah, it would be a good
Yall,
idea.
Buffalo Lake, Umbarger, and Mescalero Park.
So we're talking cross-country stations that don't exist anymore.
www.weather.gov.
They were replaced with the garbage country of today.
Flood turnaround. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I will say, though, this is interesting with these storms across Texas. They're wind-dominant storms. The reason I say that is because they literally have those wording in the station statements that say, you know, wind damage with this storm may occur before any ongoing rain or lightning.
I don't know
I
why
hate
that
those.
radio said it was east of Amarillo, because it's actually south, not east. Did that what the radio said?
That
It
was at like
east of Amarillo.
that was at 125 though.
Oh. Well, this is at 1:08. Yeah, this is around 1. Is that Central Time?
Yes.
Oh, well, then it doesn't say on the radar it's not east. It's the main part is at the south, near Tulia
Huh.
and
Severe
Crest.
thunderstorm watch number 450 remains in effect until 5 a.m. Central Daylight Time
Probably going to need
Thursday
to pull
for
up
the
a
following
Texas county
counties
map. I don't know
in
my
Texas:
Texas counties.
Armstrong, Carson, Dallam, Deaf
I
Smith,
don't know. Wait,
Hansford, Hartley, Hemphill, Hutchinson, Lipscomb, Moore, Huckletree, Oldham, Potter,
I
Randall,
forgot there's like
Roberts,
way too
and
many
Sherman.
counties in Texas.
Remember,
Yeah, they
a
can keep
severe
track of them.
thunderstorm watch means the conditions
Damn, that's
are
like
favorable
16
for the
counties in
development
that
of severe
transmitter
weather,
area
including large hail and
Well, a lot of them are just really
that are
small
under a watch
squares.
right now.
A lot of the counties in Texas are really small squares.
Persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions.
But
Weird.
Texas has 254 counties. It's pretty crazy in my opinion. Georgia has a ton of counties too. Illinois map. I should look at that too.
Information. The severe thunderstorm warning for Carson and southeastern Potter counties is canceled. The severe thunderstorm which prompted the warning has moved out of the warned area. Therefore, The warning has been canceled. A severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect until 5 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the Panhandle of Texas. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 2:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time for northern Armstrong and northern Randall counties. At 1:25 a.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles west of Washburn, or 10 miles east of Amarillo, moving south at 15 miles
That's
per hour.
weird, because, yeah.
Hazard, 60 miles per hour wind gusts.
It's crazy to think there's even 100
Source,
counties in North
radar
Carolina.
indicated. Impact, minor damage to roof, siding, and trees is
That
possible.
doesn't even sound
Yeah, I
correct.
get you.
Locations impacted include Amarillo, Canyon,
No,
Claude,
it's
Lake
54
Tanglewood,
counties in Texas.
Mescalero Park,
I don't think
Washburn,
this local
Palo Duro
weather
Canyon,
is not a bad
Goodnight, and Timber Creek Canyon. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Wind damage with this storm may occur without any ongoing rain or lightning. Do not wait for the sound of thunder before taking cover. Seek shelter immediately inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 2:15 a.m. Central Daylight Time for the following counties in Texas: Armstrong and Randall. The current time is 1:32 a.m. Central Daylight Time. What? Flooding caused by excessive rainfall continues. Where? A portion of the Panhandle of Texas, including the following counties: Deaf Smith and Randall. When? Until 2:45 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Impacts: minor flooding in low-lying and poor drainage areas. Water over roadways. Additional details: at 1:12 a.m. Central Daylight Time, Doppler radar indicated heavy rain due to thunderstorms. Minor flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly in the advisory area. Between 1 and 2 inches of rain have fallen. Some locations that will experience flooding include Hereford, Canyon, Dawn, Buffalo Lake, Unlarder, and Mescalero Park.
Man, scrolling through the Texas counties is painful.
What?
I used my 400. It's just my fingers in pain after scrolling through all 254 counties. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
It's too many counties. They need to shrink it a little bit. I mean, honestly, they should just have big counties. Just like California has huge counties.
Yeah.
Make every county just as big as San Bernardino County. And then you'll be good. My area of North Carolina is just really big counties. What were you saying?
Yeah, I do like California or Florida and have ginormous counties.
Well, I don't really. I mean, as someone who's lived in California, I definitely would prefer Florida.
Uh-oh.
I don't like California. It was not a great time.
They've updated that SVR for Oklahoma near Guymon.
My IEM bot. Oh yeah, they did.
Still 70 mile an hour winds.
Yeah, still same thing. Gonna say. Yeah, I kind of lived in the ghetto, but we don't talk about that.
Don't worry, buddy. I know how you feel. I mean, I didn't live in the ghetto, but East St. Louis, 20 miles away from me, you hear a lot of horror stories.
St. Louis is scary. Or I guess East St. Louis is apparently worse.
East St. Louis is really scary. Not St. Louis. East St. Louis, Illinois. It is.
How is St. Louis proper? Because I mean, people say it's nice, but I would really like to know what it really is like.
It actually is really nice. You don't hear about the good side. All you hear about is the bad neighborhood of mainly South City.
Well, that reminds me of Detroit because
St. Louis, I've been through St. Louis. There's some really nice places over there.
That really reminds me of Detroit because you know how they always say like, "Oh, Detroit is the absolute worst city." Well,
Say
you
they
want to
say that
know? You
about
want to know something
Chicago
about
too,
that?
and they say that about Chicago too, and Chicago is not the worst city at all. Trust me.
I mean, there are still bad parts of it. I mean,
Yeah, there are still nasty parts. Matter of fact, it's not the South Side anymore. It used to be the South Side, but it's now flipped. It's kind of flip flopped. It's the northwestern
well,
section now.
still, no matter where you are in Chicago, you really should watch your back because anything can happen in Chicago. Chicago's like,
Of course, you're gonna have to watch your back in the third largest city in this states.
all big cities have their problems. No matter how many times people try and back it up, they're always going to have problems, big or small. Just
Mhm.
can't get out of it. But Detroit really is overlooked because everyone's going to tell you that it's the worst thing, and it might be true in some areas. Like Detroit is actually a really big area. Like Detroit, like the city limits go far out into the back neighborhoods where a lot of the dangerous like gang people are, and like
Yeah, I get you.
it's mainly
That's
gang.
why St. Louis. That's why St. Louis is so bad because
Yeah, it's all
the
the gang
southwest side of the
oriented.
city is particular because it
It's
goes
usually
way out in the country and you got a bunch of gangs and drugs and all sorts of other crap that goes on down there. And
that's what
everyone
goes on in
forgets that there's
Detroit.
this whole big central section of St. Louis that's
Well, the city I definitely can't recommend it would be Cleveland. You don't. I mean, my story in Cleveland was
you do
kind of
not.
sketchy because I kind of had to stop in a
You do
really
not
bad
want to live
area of
in.
Cleveland.
You do not want to live in Cleveland. Mm-mm.
No,
I've
Cleveland's
driven through there, and let's just say it this way: I've encountered more police cars on the highway in Cleveland than I have in any other major city.
Cleveland. I had to stop right, very actually close to the town. Just like northeast of downtown. Like you could see the big buildings out down the road.
Damn.
But up here it was like there's a bank and just like stuff all over the walls. You could tell that bank was about to get robbed any second. But we didn't really have a choice because we had been driving for 5 hours, and it was for my mom had to drive all the way out there for a hospital visit from central Pennsylvania. So we drove 5 hours on Interstate 80, and she has problems with high elevation. So we had all that trouble on when we were driving 80. And then we got into the city, and then we had to drive all the way back, and we were absolutely exhausted. Like, by the time we ended up getting into somewhere near State College, my mom just couldn't take it anymore. My grandma had to drive from State College all the way back up, and she doesn't drive far distance usually, so that was something else for her. But that was a long night, and day. But what's funny is, I guess, on the bright side, while I was in Eastern Ohio, do you know Arcade Matt? That
No.
popular arcade guy that does arcade videos. He has a place that he said called the Rest Stop in Ohio on one of his videos of buying like lottery tickets. And I found out when I watched the videos, like, wait a second, I went to that rest stop. That was interesting. And then I will tell you one thing. Ohio does have very good food.
Oh, Pearson's in here.
For whatever reason.
I am here.
Oh, it's Pearson.
Hey there, buddy. Yeah, we've got storms starting to fire in the Texas Panhandle tonight. We've got one near one near Boise City, Oklahoma, and Guymon producing 70-mile-an-hour winds. Wichita Falls already took a direct hit, and that was actually confirmed. I was telling him earlier that it was confirmed because when I was listening to Dallas Fort Worth weather radio, it says Wichita Falls, a thunderstorm, 69 degrees, wind northwest at 25 miles an hour, gusting to 57.
Dang, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
So they got a massive. What?
Dang it, all of my radios are dead. That is a problem.
Yeah, it is. You're not really in anything today. Tomorrow's going to be the big.
Lawton, it was cloudy.
I do
Okay,
have Lawton.
Was 70.
I do have
Wow.
Lawton pulled up.
And the relative humidity 59%. The wind was variable at 6 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.01 inches and rising. Cape Frederick, it was cloudy.
Uh-oh.
The
Wilmington just
temperature was
issued a marine
72,
warning. So did Newport.
2.66, and the relative
Uh-oh.
humidity 81%.
That was 6 minutes ago, though.
The wind was southwest
But we all
at
know
5.
Wilmington wouldn't go off for that.
The
If
pressure
they
was
did, my radio's going to start
22.96
blasting.
inches and falling. At Wichita
Newport
Falls, a
does, but I
thunderstorm
can't
was
hit those
reported.
stations. Even though
The
there is a
temperature
chopper,
was
I might have
70
been able
with
to.
2.67.
Yeah,
and the
here's
relative
listen to
humidity
this
90%.
observation here.
The wind was east at 9. The pressure was 30.05 inches
They've got a
and falling.
thunderstorm still over Wichita
Observations
Falls.
from around the region. At
Oh
Amarillo,
my
rain
God.
was falling
That
with a
was
temperature
just
of
for
70. At Dallas Fort Worth, it was partly cloudy with a temperature
that
of 86.
was 34 and it goes till 2:45. Holy
Yeah.
Yeah, that one warning was like an hour and a half long.
There was one, Pearson, you missed it. There was one that's going until 2:15, but it was issued at 12:45.
We've got a new mesoscale discussion concerning severe thunderstorm watch number 450. Which-
Okay, that's important because that's over Texas.
This is for portions of far southwest Kansas into the Oklahoma-Texas panhandles concerning 450. The severe threat continues for 450. Threat for large hail and severe wind gusts will likely continue this morning as thunderstorms move southeastward. An intense supercell moving from Baca County in southeastern Colorado into Cimarron County, Oklahoma, recently produced a measured 82-mile-an-hour wind gust. Downstream
jeez.
on the Oklahoma-Kansas line is beginning to show some signs of clustering upscale growth. This begins to overlap with the news with 30 to 35 knots south-southeast to a low-level jet resin over the Texas Panhandle. Jeez.
We'll have to watch
Firm's
that storm.
expectation is that thunderstorms will probably grow upscale into one or more small Boeing clusters as they move southeastward across far southwestern Kansas, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and the northern Texas Panhandle. Severe damaging winds could likely remain the primary threat with this mainly linear convection, although some large hail could occur with any supercell that can remain at least semi-discrete. A fairly favorable thermodynamic and kinematic environment downstream suggests that this severe wind/hail will likely persist for at least a few more hours this morning across parts of the Oklahoma/Texas panhandles. So that's what we got here so far. That's
And there was just a new warning issued for Guymon,
We've had a lot of
Oklahoma.
mesoscale discussions this year as well.
Yeah, we've just
Yep,
gotten
Amarillo
another
just went
warning.
off. New SVR until 2:40. This is till. Why is it till 2:45? Oh, that's an hour. Oh, wait, never mind. Hail, $half sized. Wind 60 miles an hour for Beaver and Texas counties, Oklahoma. And also, we just got a report from Plainview, Texas, of a 57-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Jeez. Right below severe criteria. Likely.
Where is Plainview? What county is that in? Let me see. It's in Hale County. Oh, it's a little bit to the southwest. That's where the storm is right now. The main cell just south. It's actually approaching Plainfield. The one that's south of Amarillo. It's approaching Plainview. Plainview is going to get directly hit. Actually.
Oh.
Ugh.
That's
They're
good.
going to get hit by that dang storm right there. The storm that directly hit Wichita Falls is moving into the southeast, currently through some rural areas, but it looks like it might hit the cities, like the cities of Chico and Bridgeport. Uh-oh. Chico's my dog's name. Anyway.
Yeeks.
I think our main focus should definitely be this cell that was in southeast Colorado, because now that huge cell in southeast Colorado producing that insane rain, like so insane that there was like a mile-wide thing of like white on the radar. that thing is still producing that heavy rain. Not to that scale, but it's still like some darker white. So it's still very crazy because it's very rare we ever see any kind of white on the radar. Currently, looks like the track of it's just north of Boise City in the western panhandle of Oklahoma right now. It's moving southeastward towards the city of, what is it, Keys? Or is it, I think it's Keys.
Yeah, Keys. Kirsten, if that holds together, that might be a Norman warning here soon.
Oh, by the way, that huge cell might actually later on, if it stays at its current rate, it also might hit Guyman as well. It also, if it can move south enough, it'll also hit Boise City. But as it's going to move east southeastward toward Guyman.
Yeesh.
Yeah, that's staying with it. Yeah, it's looking pretty quiet tonight for me, boys.
Yeah, Highway 64 is going to get slammed.
Let's say, Pearson, you're going to be quiet for the next couple of days. Well, until Friday. Friday, you're under. There's a slate that extends literally from the Ozarks all the way down to south of Oklahoma City.
Oh, do we have one for Friday?
Yep, it just came out today. There's a day 2 slate.
Wait, what? Oh, shit.
Still a ton of these darn cells going on.
And the marginal, I'm actually going to say this. I'm watching the marginal because it just popped up. There's a marginal that extends all the way over through central and northern and eastern Missouri into Illinois, all the way through Chicago.
Yeah.
Man.
I have to
Liberal's
watch for
just
storm
surrounded right now by storms. Cells. Liberal, Kansas.
Yeah, there's a lot up that way.
Currently to the north and west and south of Liberal, there are tons of big storms.
Those storms aren't severe; they're subsevere, but still might have to watch for one.
Severe because they are still.
I was just going to say, they're still. I think that's new development actually. That developed from another
on the radar.
cell
looks like
crashing.
That really, really big cell with the huge heavy rain is now approaching Boise City, which is, and unfortunately, the worst part of the rain is going to approach. It looks like it's very slowly, possibly. It's already starting to hit Keys a little bit, but I think it might hit Boise City.
Too bad.
Oh, geez.
Something out here.
And if it moves east, it'll hit Guyman, too.
Saturday,
I'm watching Saturday too because they're already saying on St. Louis chance of rain 80%.
Yeah, Saturday
after.
Oh no! There's the 82-mile-an-hour wind gust report. It's at 12:02 a.m. Mountain Time. So this was earlier. This was in Springfield, Colorado, 8 miles south of Springfield, Colorado. Baca County reports an 82-mile-an-hour wind gust. Sustained 51 knots with gusts 71 knots. Sustained 51 knots. That's like what, almost 60 miles an hour?
That's over 60 miles an hour.
No, it's 58. It's okay. 58 miles an hour. Sustained. Sustained, though. That's crazy.
Damn. That is a monster
71 knots
cell.
is about 82 miles an hour. That's crazy.
Damn.
Wait,
here come the Wichita reports.
What's up, Pearson?
Oh, looks like Rockford's in the West.
Wichita County, here come the reports. Near Lakeside City, Wichita County reports thunderstorm ridge. This was earlier. This was at 11:56. Tree limb down near Midwestern State University. Tree limb down.
So they're packing a little punch over there.
Yes, they are, and they're still packing a punch. There's a risk today, Pearson. There's an enhanced over eastern Colorado and western Kansas again.
Yeah, I knew that.
And then a slight risk that extends all the way up toward Rapid City.
Okay, we have a 10% tornado.
Yes, we do.
10% tornado was issued in the new SPC Outlook. It's very tiny, though. It's only for southeast Colorado, but it's there still, for sure.
Yeah, it's still there. That's the thing. And it could get expanded throughout the day. They're just going to have to wait and see what the storms do.
Oh my
More
gosh.
so,
seen
we're not
those.
really focused on tornadoes. We're more so focused on heavy winds and hail. But we'll
What were
keep
you gonna
track.
say,
We'll
Pearson?
keep an eye out.
What were you gonna say, Pearson?
I am in a list, of course, tomorrow with parts of all the way up to Arkansas and western Missouri and
Well,
the Central Plains. So, Kansas, probably, yeah. To
so yeah, you're gonna have to watch tomorrow too, because
tomorrow,
otherwise that'll sneak up on you.
if you're going live today, I'll probably join for that, but I will be joining on my phone because I'm gonna save our equipment for Friday.
That's fine with me.
I'm
That's
gonna
fine by me.
see. I'm probably gonna head out by about 3:30 a.m. Eastern, so about 2:30 your time. So I'll be on until about then before I leave. So I'll
That's
be up
fine.
here
And
for
by
about an hour
then,
and a half. I had a little less time than expected, but I'll stay on until
Oh,
about.
yeah, it's all
If
good, man.
I'm probably gonna end up waking up by like 9:30 or so your time, most likely. So if this is still going on by then, I might join in.
Who
I was
knows? It
gonna.
might be.
I highly doubt it, but this is a big system. In fact, this thing will probably just be going on constantly until it hits the deep south.
Look,
Mhm.
It's gonna be constant. It's crazy. This is a big
Yeah.
one here.
Well, yeah, you're good.
Anyway,
Well,
looking to the
as
south,
I as
Plainview is now getting a direct hit by that cell. Plainview, Texas.
as you were
yep, this is you. Overnight, severe thunderstorm MCS possible, which may extend into portions of the mid-Mississippi Valley if it makes that far east.
what day? Friday?
Yep. So Friday
Yep.
night.
I was
That's
just gonna say we're gonna have to watch. We are going to have to watch for thunderstorm development. I'm also watching the Mississippi Valley down by Jackson, Tennessee, because that's likely where it's going to start up in the evening. It's going to go nuts over there. Which, Pearson, I'm glad we have a new stream for Jackson. I swear, it serves like 13 counties.
hey.
Did you tell
Yeah.
Pearson about what I said with the watches? Like how we had so many watches?
No,
with
I haven't. We've had, Pearson, just to give you some context, last 3 days, we've had 12 SVAs or TOAs.
Ooh, dang. Yeah,
And
that's.
Matter of
I was
fact,
gonna.
we're at watch 451 already.
And here's the crazy
Which,
part. Here's the crazy part that we had to really mention is that on the night of June 26th into the 27th for me, this was for me, watch 398. And then a week later, on July 3rd, I'm at 439. That goes to show 41 watches within basically a week's time. Over 40 watches.
I was gonna say over the past month and a half, I think we've gotten at least 110.
yeah, and actually we've caught up to last year at this point in time, and it's about to go.
This
It's
has
about to
been
pop
Watch
even.
Central because to think
It's
that
about to go
2020
even crazy.
to think that
Because
2020 was 518 and Christmas Eve. Jeez.
Yeah, because 2022, Pearson, in
Right.
2022 August we were at 513. So
When did
we're
2021
almost.
I'm not sure. There's probably
I have.
quite a few. 2019 was the craziest time I can remember because I remember we hit
So was
600.
2006.
It was creepy in 2019. We hit like 600. How many was it? It was like 700 something.
I want to figure out when was the end of the. Let's see. I just ran into Watch 602. And I think it was for Illinois, Missouri. That's funny.
Try checking up on December
Oh, this was
20th.
2019. This was 2019. Look at that. When does 2019 end? I wonder.
I was going to say, try December 28, 2019. I think that was our last.
Let's see. There were a ton of watches in 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, look, that's when the hurricane was approaching North Carolina. That was, what, Dorian?
Yeah, I think so.
I think that might have been Dorian. I don't even remember Dorian that well at this point because I wasn't even home at the time it was happening. So.
No, it had to be a ton because I remember 2019 being crazy.
I'm going to keep going until I find the end of the watches in 2019. I mean, there were a ton. Holy cow. We're at December now, over 700. December 29th was the last watch. It was watch 708.
Yeesh. Yeah.
So 708 watches. But I do want to mention something. The SPC, for whatever reason this year, they skipped 380.
Huh.
I really don't know why they did, but they did. Anyway, this is 2019. I want to find, where can I do it year by year?
There should be a little thing where you can type in the date down there.
Weather watches. In 20, I want to find the watches for 2020. 2022 is what I'm looking for.
2020, I think that,
At least 2021 first. Watch warning advisory display. I want to find the. This is the current watches.
there should be a little thing you can type your date down there on.
I know you can type it down somewhere. I'm trying to figure out where I do that though. Again, I don't remember where.
There's a little thing that says retrieve watches, and it should be right about that.
Oh, this is 2011.
Oh, that was.
That's
God
definitely not the right year. What is this? 2011 again. I'm just searching up random watch numbers and trying to see if I can possibly run into the right year. That's 2009. Wow, August 11, 2009 was at watch 699. And it was in North Carolina, which is interesting.
Fun fact, they used to issue a lot more watches back then. Like, if you look at 2006, it is insane.
The 2006 had, like, what? How many watches did they have?
I think it was up near 1,000 something.
Well, I know it was.
I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play the HWO product from Norman. Here's our hazardous weather outlook for tonight from Norman.
I guess you're right about the not issuing.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms will be possible across western Oklahoma late evening into the overnight. Some of these could be severe with hail to the size golf balls and wind gusts to 70 miles an hour. Later overnight, one or two complexes of thunderstorms are expected to move into northern and western Oklahoma, eventually into central Oklahoma. Damaging gusts up to 75 miles an hour and a heavy rainfall that could lead to localized flooding will be the primary hazards with these thunderstorms as they move to the southeast. Days 2 through 7, Thursday through Tuesday, thunderstorms will likely be ongoing across much of Oklahoma Thursday morning before decreasing in coverage late morning into early afternoon. There is a continued chance of thunderstorms through early next week as a series of thunderstorm complexes may affect parts of the area during the overnight into the early morning hours. The most likely location to be affected by any complexes will be northern Oklahoma with lower chances with southwest extent.
I guess any thunderstorms with these complexes could be strong to severe. Watches.
Heat. Afternoon heat indices from 105 to 110 degrees are possible across far southern Oklahoma and North Texas beginning Friday and persisting into early next week. Get graphics and more details at weather.gov. /Norman and follow our weather forecast offers on Twitter and Facebook.
I wonder about 2022 though. DFI 2022.
2022, I think we didn't have too awful many.
App switcher. Safari, closing Safari. App switch, weather, YouTube, mail, setting, notes.
I know.
Messages.
In May of this year, we were only at watch 222 on May 13th, and that was for Missouri and Illinois.
Updating weather. Weather updated.
I know that this year May was not as active at all.
I mean, this is just crazy. Like, remember May 13th?
South Dakota.
I do a little bit, yeah.
Missouri and Illinois. That was at May 13th of this year, 222. It was the watch, and now it's like it is only about not even 2 months later, and we're already at 540. That is something else. All right, finally, I found 2022. Time to go through all the watches. I really should just have an auto clicker.
Yeah.
I was just gonna get an auto clicker. Let me just open up that auto clicker software I have. Auto clicker on.
Yeah, I just pulled up Tulsa to see what the Outlook was saying for Thursday night onward, because I'm literally going to watch to see what Tulsa has to say about all this.
All right, auto clicker on.
I got it.
I just get to scroll through all these watches until it freezes. So by June 2022, we were over 370.
Issued at 8:48 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This outlook is for northwest and west central Arkansas, as well as much of eastern Oklahoma. For tonight,
we're definitely at 2022 because by the end of July 2022, we were
eastern Oklahoma.
Around watch 500, but we're only in the beginning of 2022 right now.
Thunderstorms over southeastern Colorado and northeastern New Mexico this evening are expected to organize overnight as they move eastward across northern Oklahoma. There remains uncertainty about this scenario, but there is a good chance this activity begins to affect portions of eastern Oklahoma late tonight. There is a low risk of damaging wind with some of these storms, as well as a very low threat of large hail to half-dollar size. Locally heavy rainfall is also possible. Spotter and emergency management action statement. Local spotter activation may be needed.
So there were only we only made 591 watches in 2022.
Thunderstorm potential.
I was gonna say.
In total,
potential, heavy rain potential.
Honestly, it's crazy how in the summertime how many watches I see and then how fast it slows down later.
An active pattern will continue into the weekend with additional rounds of thunderstorms possible through Tuesday.
I haven't been doing that.
This will lead to an increasing threat of heavy rainfall and possible flooding.
Hale County. This
Severe weather will also be possible with any of the more organized thunderstorm complexes in this pattern.
Amarillo correct severe thunderstorm warning for the panhandle of Oklahoma. Damage threat considerable, wind 70 miles an hour.
Oh boy, yeah, they're staying with
it. Apparently they corrected the warning. Update 3.
Well,
automated weather equipment reporting a severe thunderstorm 9 miles southeast of Boise City. That's the cell. 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. A 70-mile-an-hour wind gust was recorded 3 miles southeast of Boise City. This also includes Guyman, too. Should be looking at the radar right now. See what the heck is going on right now. Panhandle is getting slammed right now. I don't even think it's just that one system. Oh, yeah, look at that. Boise City took a direct hit from that thing. That really big heavy rain came in right into Boise City, and now it's moving east into Keys.
That area
I guess that's good because now it's for Guyman as well, including the surrounding areas like Goodwell.
Yeah, they just got nailed with 114-mile-an-hour wind gust.
Griggs and Sturgis. Yeah.
Well,
71
Pearson,
mile an hour.
I can deliver some sad news right now. My YouTube channel's going for my old YouTube channel's going forever.
Did you guys try another? Have you gotten to try the other appeal?
Well, I wrote to them on Twitter, and they said they looked in the policy team, confirmed it was a correct termination, which I fucking don't agree with, but
Why did they terminate it again?
purposefully showing porn and soliciting minors with sex.
It was hackers.
Hackers.
We had
Yep, Mercer. Thanks a lot, Mr. Mercer.
I don't even really. I mean, are they technically hackers, or did they just people that just spam?
It's trolls. Is all it is.
It's online
They're
trolls.
trolls. I
That's
don't
all it
really think
is.
they actually
And they were trolls, but seriously, YouTube is not taking the blame for it. They're putting it on me, which I am not playing the blame game on that one. I'm sticking it back.
Well,
in
what
their
do you
face.
expect?
It's their
It's
fault.
YouTube, and YouTube, which is
You know
I
what? I'm a
call
20
ScrewTube, likes to do that.
Hey,
They're
you know what?
pretty bad.
As I told my mom with the channel verification thing that I'm going through right now too with them, I'm this close to filing a lawsuit because they're ripping off me as a blind man, and I'm not standing for that. I even showed her what happens when I verify. She's like, "That's disgusting." I'm like, "Exactly,
Well, it's
exactly."
not. What needs to be done is people got to make a complaint. We got to, make a complaint to people that accessible.
They really need to track down the people that are doing it in the first place, not you.
I was gonna say I need to figure out how to file a consumer complaint with Google because I'm sorry, but it's not going to keep me from using the product, but I want to see it do way better than it is because there are some issues that need
to be. Like I've said this for a long time. StreamYard needs to have a way to report people to the actual, sort of like YouTube reports, to report accounts. And I know you can just make a ton of accounts, but the StreamYard botting system is like terrible. A lot of those are actual, like, just like fake like trolling bots that people make.
That's all they are. They're bots. And people, I mean, really, I need to figure out how to file a consumer complaint with either BBB or the FBI or something.
Also has a terrible moderation system, like an insanely terrible moderation system. Like, I don't know why they're not taking down, these people that have caused drama in the community when they've done actual bad things, that break the TOS. There's valid reasons, and we have reported them, countless people. But for some reason, it's just a weird situation. But that's why you can't really trust the internet.
Yeah.
Really, I'm not sticking around and letting Google bully me around.
You have to.
You might have even seen I made a flipping video about why I'm so angry at Google right now. It's actually getting some traction online.
Well,
shared it on a Facebook group for you.
Fingers crossed. You can't expect these big companies to do much, even if it gets tons of attention.
Yeah, that's
That's the type of thing that they tend to do.
You got to keep fighting if you want them to do something, and basically keep bugging them like a fly. If you stop, they don't do anything. That's what I've learned. If you stop, they don't do a thing.
Yeah,
and if they offer money, I'm going to be like, nope, sorry, nope. Because I'm sorry, but it's about time that I exposed how big of a monopoly Google really is. Because they've got everything.
Google has a lot of problems, especially with security.
Yeah.
Yes, they do. And really, I mean, the thing that I find so annoying is just the fact that, here's the thing I find really annoying. They've completely taken away in-person customer support on phone lines. They don't have a phone line anymore. I mean, they do, but they don't. And they claim it's
have a good phone line. It's always shady as well.
Well, Google's isn't even real people. Google's is... Hey, at least Apple's is real people, buddy. You can actually speak to somebody.
Well, that's not saying something when it's people that are.
Apple and Google have their same share services. Sometimes I don't even like my phone, but
Yeah,
like
I've
Yeah, I
gotten to work
swear,
all the big companies. I'm just skeptical of every single one of them.
just all big
yeah, I'm
companies, all these big
I'm
companies
skeptical of
that are
Google, but really, I mean, the only reason I'm this close to filing suit is because they're putting the blame on a blind man, saying, "Oh, you should have been able to see the sexual threat and get rid of it." Really? Really? Listen to
Well,
what you just said.
it's
Listen to
the
what you just said.
streamer thing, you know.
It
Google
is. But
being
still, it's like they're putting it on me. Like I should be the one seeing the problem. I'm like, really? It's not
it,
my fault. It's partially your fault. It's partially StreamYard fault. Fuck it up.
we have to take some accountability though, because we do put the links in description, and I know that it's the system should be monitored, but we can't say that it's completely not our fault because we do
Well, I
put links.
understand that, but they're putting it entirely on me. That's where I get peeved because they're saying it's all your fault. No, it's not all my fault.
Well,
It
StreamYard
is
needs
not.
to be
And I need to figure out how to file a complaint because I'm sorry, but this ain't
gotta get a
fun.
hold
This ain't
of
funny.
customer support on StreamYard. They have an email address I can send you. Because StreamYard is the people
Yes,
that need to be gone to about it. Um,
yes, and I need to figure out how to send all. Even if I don't even know if Atlantic still has all those shots, but send all those screenshots over to them and say, "See what I'm talking about? This shit right here is what got my channel taken down off of
some
YouTube, and
people need.
Google is saying it is my fault."
Well, what worries me is some of these people really need to be reported because besides the company, besides the channel, some of these people actually have incredibly illegal content, like
Yes, they do. Yes, they
multiple,
do.
like
There are multiple channels, multiple accounts, multiple live streams. God, you look up StreamYard and you filtered the live result. Oh my God, it is
the bots
disgusting.
are just terrible. But we have the list Friday. Of course, we have the list today, which Gabriel, if you want to go live and cover, we have a 10% tornado on that today, and I'm hoping we don't get a moderate out of anything, but I'm almost wondering if we might see a wind moderate.
Yeah, I'll probably cover that, and I'll probably go live for that because it's looking pretty bleak.
nickel-sized hail reported in Boise City, as well as a 71-hour wind gust reported in Boise City.
Yeesh.
That was at 1:55. And
Yeesh. So that
and
storm's
warning
still holding
viewers.
in. That is still
Crazy.
holding together.
Yeah, it's still unleashing its wrath across the panhandle of Oklahoma, and it's currently over Keys, and it's heading right for Guyman, and the Guyman, Goodwell, and the surrounding areas are currently in the locations impacted.
So we'll see. I'll probably log off here, and because all my stuff is dead, I do some DXing, but all my stuff is deader than a doorknob. So I'm gonna
I
have
was
to.
just gonna say, well, I'm gonna hang on, buddy. Oh, geez, they just updated it. It's downgraded.
Also, for some odd reason, why does Oklahoma even have a panhandle?
I'm not
I
sure. It
have no
goes.
idea.
The panhandle is
It's
funny because
weird.
that touches fours. That's I think it's
It's
Colorado, New
it.
Mexico, Kansas, and Texas, and Oklahoma right there. It's like a 5-state region.
Yeah,
That's like
I'm gonna do a quick DX, see what I'm getting here, because I think Pearson, there is a bit of a tropo. I saw earlier that, like I said, I texted you what was going on there. Milford was still getting the Quad Cities at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, oh my god, okay, that could get interesting.
I'm
They
ready
got a
for
thing
another.
from like, I'm so ready for another Marbell, Mississippi. Bring it on. Let's see.
I'm gonna be honest.
In Chesterfield, it was mostly
Off topic
Whoa.
of the storms for a minute. There's been some good tropo where I'm at.
Tuesday, sunny.
That's Evansville, Pearson.
Highs in the mid-80s.
Oh boy, you guys might have some big tropos.
A slight chance of showers.
Guess
Oh,
what?
Jesus.
Listen to this. From somewhere in between the Delaware and Newark areas of Ohio, there was a tropo from somewhere down in like southwest central Ohio somewhere, all the way to the Twin Cities, Minnesota.
Jesus.
And it was just heard a minute ago.
Oh, Bedford, Indiana. Yeah, I got a tropo here.
There is one. Somewhere northeast of Columbus, Ohio, someone received a station in,
Oh, Jesus.
south of Minneapolis.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a bunch of stations in Indiana. And then the northeast U.S. is a big.
I spy Monticello, Indiana. Fuck. That's
Damn,
in
it's jumping.
east central. That's in east central Indiana. Damn. Okay.
There's a
definitely
tropo
one
from. There's a big tropo going on right now from eastern Virginia all the way up into like eastern Connecticut.
Damn. But they're having fun.
But mainly
we
this
have
one
Missouri?
from
What is-
somewhere near Columbus,
Say-
Ohio to St. Paul, Minnesota, just south of it. Southwest of it.
What does the one over Missouri look like in Illinois?
Well, I will say that northern Missouri is looking pretty empty. Well, let's see. There's a tropo from somewhere near. Where is that? Like somewhere in southwest Iowa. I think it Taylor. Let's see. Taylor County, Iowa, to somewhere near Macomb, Illinois.
Uh-oh.
Which Taylor County is in southwest Iowa.
See, that could get interesting for me and you, Pearson. We could get a northern.
In Missouri right now.
He's in southern.
Up here by Springfield.
Springfield, Missouri. He's in Dallas County.
Springfield. Well, nothing really down that way. I mean, just southwest of Springfield, there's a small tropo from somewhere near Seligman, Missouri to Stillwater, Oklahoma.
Oh, shit.
Which is that's in the far southwest corner of Missouri.
Yeah, but that could expand. We might have to watch that one, buddy.
Let's see.
I'll be watching
Central Illinois might have some yellows tropos. Let's see. From northeast of Decatur, Illinois, to Burlington, Iowa, and down as far south as El Dorado, Illinois, to as
shit! I'm in the middle of that one.
To as far east as somewhere near Greensburg, Indiana.
Shit, that's the one I'm in. Boom. There we go. That's
currently
me.
a yellow.
Me. That would explain why I'm not getting things clearly, but I'm getting them.
Well, there still might be something. Also, we just got a new report at 2:04 a.m. 6 miles east of New Deal in Lubbock County, Texas. 64-mile-an-hour wind gusts reported.
Ooh.
Darn.
Well,
anyways,
I'm gonna go ahead and get off for the night, at least. If there's anything that goes too crazy.
What's this? Was that a Norman warning or an Amarillo? Just popped out.
Let's see. We got a Tropo from.
What's the norm? Hey, we just had a new warning. Where'd that pop from? Where'd it go?
Oh,
New one in Oklahoma. I have no idea.
I don't see anything in Oklahoma yet. Oh!
Just-
Never mind. Here it is.
Yep.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Atoka and Cole counties, Oklahoma, issued by Norman.
Oh. Damn,
Winds are only about 50 miles an hour. It's the hail that's the problem. It's $half sized.
Ooh.
That's southeast
That's
Oklahoma.
southeast Oklahoma. Damn. Okay.
Southeast.
Yep, southeastern. Yep, south central Cole County and west central Atoka County and southeastern Oklahoma.
Yeesh.
Hazard $half size hail.
Well,
Yeesh.
That's
we'll
the main
keep an eye on
Say that's getting ready to move into Tulsa, Pittsburgh, and Pushmataha.
So shoot me a text if we get anything any farther north from Tulsa, especially if we have any that are moving into the like Wichita, like southeast Kansas area. I know that that's still far away, but if we have anything that gets that far, text me because I keep an eye on it. But I'll go ahead log off for the night and in anticipation of later today's event.
All
And
right, buddy.
I'll catch y'all later.
Alrighty.
Looks like there's another one from Fairfield, Illinois to somewhere southeast of Paducah.
Ooh, that could affect me a bit.
And here's another one from Greenville, Illinois. This is actually a bit bigger. Greenfield, Illinois to somewhere southeast of Mayfield, Kentucky.
Oh, shit. Okay, I need to watch that one, too. Because Greenville, that's just to my east.
That's
in Bond County.
Yeah. It's actually kind of hard to see this map when all these Dropo colors. Trying to make out what it's. Also from that same spot near Greenville, Illinois, to the northwest, there was a catch from there to Macomb, which ain't too far, but someone in Macomb did also receive that. This is on the VHF propagation map, so these are like repeaters or like transmitters that are constantly being received over like. I think it has to do with ham operation or something. Also from that same transmitter, this isn't a very big one, but out to Eureka, Missouri. That's not too big though.
Let's see what else I'm still getting. I'm waiting for more on the storms. Trying to stay awake.
The big one though is the one northeast of Decatur, Illinois, all the way out to Greensburg, Indiana, and Burlington, Iowa, and down into far southern Illinois. But and also the chance of, because there was one from Greenville, Illinois to somewhere. Actually, maybe I think it's Murray, Kentucky, not Mayfield. It was Murray, Kentucky. So far southwest Kentucky, only a couple miles from Tennessee. But I guess they're having fun with this crazy one they got from somewhere near Columbus, Ohio, all the way up into the Twin Cities, Minnesota. That's a big one. That's a really big one.
Whoa! Yeah, I'm definitely in the southern Illinois one. Listen to this. That's Marion.
What station's that?
WXM 49 near Marion.
Darn, that's a good one.
Under mostly cloudy skies. It will be sunny with a chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Degrees to Illinois. Rest of tonight.
I spy Bedford, Indiana again.
That transmitter in Murray, Kentucky went all the way up to Greenville, Illinois.
Oh, you can hear it now, probably. That's Bedford, Indiana, right there.
Bedford, Indiana.
Yep.
That's a nice catch.
Whoa, listen to that. It really faded in.
There's some big tropo right now from Macomb, though, because the one from Macomb all the way out to southwest Iowa. That's a pretty good one. And also that one from Missouri.
Damn, that's really working.
Oh, by the way, that Decatur, Illinois is actually like it's actually near Monticello, Illinois. Directly in between Decatur and Champaign.
Uh-oh, Madisonville, Kentucky fading in.
Here's another one. From north of Marion, Illinois to, what is this, Bedford, Indiana.
That's the one I'm getting right now, actually.
Bedford, Indiana?
That's what I was talking about. It's the Bedford area.
Oh, nice.
That Channel 5 station.
That wasn't for you, though. That was to Marion, Illinois, in the south.
Oh, damn.
So I guess they're good, too.
These must be starting to combine. I don't know.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of different little ones combining here. Just like this one from southeastern Martin County. Just like this one also from Bedford, Indiana to, I lost it, from Bedford, Indiana to Monticello, Illinois. I don't think my rabbit ears yet, actually. I'll do that. See if there's anything on that reception map. Alright, let's go up here. There might have also been some skip. Not for me, but apparently from Massachusetts, they got a station in the Panhandle, Florida. I guess that's good for them.
I'll say that's good for them, but not for you.
Yeah, I'm not having much luck with the skips lately. Ontario, they're getting stuff in Oklahoma, so let's see what we got here in Illinois. I'm gonna check from the Milford transmitter. They got a lot of St. Louis stations, including 88.1, 101.1, and 98.1.
Whoa!
There's also this. Let's see, Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah, that Dunmore, Alberta, Canada tuner's doing good. All the way down to Piedmont, which is just east of Oklahoma City. And Kansas City.
Champaign. Oh my goodness! I just went to the Champaign, Illinois transmitter, and apparently on May 31st, I know it's a while ago, they caught the station that my dad is on the air.
Fuck.
I mean, he wasn't on the air at that time because it was received at 10:17 a.m. and he's not on the air until much later than that. But that's still kind of crazy. One time in a video of somebody e-skipping from Florida, back when we lived in Pennsylvania, my dad was on the air on WKSB FM near Williamsport. There was a video of that person catching WKSB from Florida, and it turns out my dad was in the clip. And then I showed him that, and he was shocked that he was getting the station Florida.
Damn.
So that was very, very interesting. It's surprising that all the Wilmington stations...
By the way, Hatteras Island FM got a skip all the way to Killeen, Texas.
Killeen? When was that?
I have no idea. But that's about 1,300 miles.
Oh, well.
And they also got Jackson, Mississippi, Taylorsville, Mississippi. What the hell?
Mississippi, huh?
My voiceover just randomly shut off. That was annoying. Let's see. Hold on.
What is it?
I'll
Your
keep
screen
listing them
reader, you
off.
mean?
Yeah, I'll keep listing them off though. Hold on. Zebulon, Georgia. Damn, that's a really far away. 544 miles. Holy! They got Wilmington, buddy.
Oh, where? From where?
Cape Hatteras.
That's not a
WHQR.
surprise. If they're getting WRMR, then that's normal. But if they're getting WMNX, that's probably normal because WMNX is a big transmitter. Which one did they get from Wilmington?
Well, the first one I see is WHQR.
Oh, they also have a big one. They have a big transmitter on 91.3. You can get them in Myrtle Beach. You can even get their HD in Myrtle Beach and Wilmington. So they have a big transmitter.
Let's see. Hold on. WGNI even?
Oh, 27. That also has 100,000 watts. Like all the stations they probably got are 100,000 watts because that's 100,000 watts. 91.3 is 100,000 watts, and 97.3 is 100,000. 98.7 is 100,000. 103.7 though is only 22,000. But I'm not surprised because it was a skip. Which that's of course the nice thing about skips is they don't really have to be huge transmitters for you to catch it.
Gotcha. Whoa! Well, Grimsby Mountain, Ontario got some AE skip too, all the way to Piedmont, Oklahoma. Alexandria, Louisiana, damn.
Whoa.
Ponca City.
Champaign, Illinois to Mount Pleasant, Utah. That was on
Damn.
June. Oh, that was on June 11th, which is interesting because on June 11th, that's when I had those skips out to southeast Kansas, including Wichita and Chanute and Emporia areas.
Well, there's apparently a tropo in South Carolina. Because some
There's
tuner
some
over
right
there
now,
got
yeah.
WQBZ in Fort Valley, Georgia.
Well, there is some right now because earlier I was getting a ton of stations up toward Raleigh, so there was with RDSD code, so there was definitely a ton of there was definitely some trouble. Nothing crazy far though. It's nothing really out of the ordinary for me right now. I mean, I can try getting stuff, but I probably won't get anything crazy special.
Yeah, you're
at the moment. It's just not
it's okay.
great conditions. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, because I'm gonna. Whenever I get up in the morning, I'll
hold on
see
a
if
second.
this is still going on.
There was an e-skip from Marble, North Carolina, all the way to Bassett, Nebraska, buddy.
I've got Nebraska
And
stations
Brookings,
before.
South Dakota.
It was 2021. I got Nebraska stations.
Yeah, so I guess I'll see you later today.
Yeah, if this is still going on into the morning, not like early morning, but like 9:30 your time or something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little, maybe like 10 o'clock your time. Anyway, I'll see you later.
See ya. Oh.
Severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning issued for Anoka County. Up clip view button. Dismiss pop-up. Done. Button. Watches and warning. Tap Alabama. Off. Ball. Bit. Arc. Arc. Ash. Back. Back. Boop. Tap. 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 Bit. 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 Back. Back. Bit. Build Adams. Book. Mackin. Out. Book. Round. Aisle. Again. At. Art. Book. Out. At. Rock. Kentucky. Again. Out. At. Book. 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 Out. At. Book. Mac. Book. Brick. Mish. Out. All. Ollie. Bob. Bear. Bet. 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 Recommend. Eight. And. Bet. 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 Blue. Rap. Miss. Add. Out. On the. Ask. Blue. Miss. Adair. Andrew. Bet. Buck. Bet. Bet. Buck. Boom. Safe. Safe. Out of. Bet. Buck. New. 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 And. New. Eight. North. Add. Alan. Ash. Add. Oklahoma. Adair. Alfalfa. Adoka County. Adoka. Watches and warn. Add. Refresh. Severe. Issued on Thursday. Expires. Issued on severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning. Heading. Issued. Expires. Thursday, July 6th at 3 a.m. CBT. Target area. Adoka. Okay. Cole. Okay. The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a star severe thunderstorm warning for ellipsis. South Central Cole County in southeastern Oklahoma. Ellipsis. West Central Adoka County in southeastern Oklahoma. Ellipsis. Star until 300 a.m. CBT. Star at 220 a.m. CBT. A severe thunderstorm was located 4 miles southeast of Wapanica, moving northeast at 15 miles per hour. Hazard, ellipsis, $half size hail. Source, ellipsis, radar indicated. Impact, ellipsis, damage to vehicles is expected. Star locations impacted include ellipsis, Adoka, Lehigh, Alnay, Phillips, and Boggy Depot Park. Star instructions, ellipsis, for your protection move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Torrential rainfall is occurring with this storm and may lead to flash flooding. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways